Good evening. My heart is sore. I just had a conversation with my son now, and we're talking about the whole case of Jaden Lee, the 11-year-old boy who we have now learned that he was killed by his own mother, his own biological mother. My son says to me, "Mom, God is not fair." I asked him why. He says, "God is not fair. My sister that we loved with all our hearts, your daughter that we loved with all our hearts, passed on from a rare disease called the ruptured brain aneurysm, and we were not ready for her to leave this earth or leave us so soon. But then there are mothers out there who plan and plot and kill their own children. Justice for Jaden Lee. I think for this case, the death sentence must apply. We can't be making noise about gender-based violence and femicide when it's a man that has killed a woman, when it's a man that has killed a child, but when it's a mother of that particular child, we turn a blind eye. Somebody said to me, "Please come to court." She's appearing in court. I said, "I can't. It's a trigger for me. It's a trigger for me." I'm learning to understand my triggers. I'm learning to understand what triggers me. And that which triggers me, I avoid. But sometimes there's no way of avoiding my triggers. I have to go through it. I have to feel it. From a mother to a mother, I would like to ask Jaden Lee's mom, what happened to you? Why would you kill your 11-year-old child? My daughter was 10 years old when she suddenly screamed off a headache and passed on from a rare disease that nobody knew about in the family. Until the autopsy was done, we were told it was a ruptured brain aneurysm. So there are mothers out there who are grieving their children. There are mothers out there who are grieving the untimely deaths of their children. But when Mama Jaden Lee, you decided to make yourself God over Jaden Lee's life and unalive him. You know, I was watching her interviews today when I was watching the news. When they interviewed her after they had found the body, they asked her, "They found the body in your apartment. Where were you?" She says, "No, I slept at my mother's because my mom didn't want me to be alone." At the same time, they say when she reported her son to be missing, she told the cops, "Don't check my apartment." And I don't know what evil spirit or demonic spirit that allowed whoever cop that was there on the scene that listened to this woman and never checked the apartment. Because they said when they found this child was still warm. Meaning chances are the child was still alive, or the child had just lost his life. Meaning throughout all those hours, maybe that child was crying and begging for his life. And if the SAPS had gone to check that flat, they would have found the child. They would have saved that child's life. There's something wrong in our country. There's something wrong in our society. There's something wrong. It can't be that on a daily, a life is lost. If it's not femicide, which is the killing of women and children at the hands of men, now we've got women, mothers who are killing their own children. And then you sit back and you say, "God, I would do anything personally. I would trade places with this woman. I would trade places to have my daughter back. To have my daughter back. And because she wants her son dead, let her go through the grief, but bring back my child. Your grief is nasty. Grief is nasty. I was saying to someone, it's 1 year, 6 months now since my daughter passed on. And you would think that we should be better. But we're going through phases where it feels like it's the first time it's happened. I'm going through a roller coaster ride of emotions where I feel like it just happened. My son is going through roller coaster rides himself, where he's losing his hair again. And his loss of hair, according to a psychiatrist, is because of the trauma, the stress, the depression. So as a result, he had to cut his hair again. And his medication has been increased. The dosage of his anxiety medication has been, and his depression medication has been increased. And I always say to my son, the fact that you're taking medication doesn't mean you're crazy, but you're healing. Your emotional, mental state of mind, because I do not want you to grow up with your childhood traumas. I do not want you to grow up being an angry boy. I do not want you to grow up to bleed on other children. I thank God that, yes, schools are closed. And I'm grateful that I'm able to spend a little bit more time with him, because seeing the situation he's in, I'm able to spend more time with my son. I'm able to monitor and see what's going on with him. And I'm thankful to my jobs. I'm thankful that it's flexible. We spent the weekend, just the two of us, me and my son, we spent the weekend away, resting. And the whole weekend he had his sister's bonnet on his head. He refused to take it off. A bonnet is that thing you sleep with, the pink one. And we just needed time out. I had to experience my son getting eczema, horrible eczema, from the head to the toes, horrible ones. And the doctor gives creams, the doctor gives medication, but the psychiatrist is like, these are all symptoms of depression. But I thank God that he's getting better. I thank God that when I told Kwanele Foundation, I told Moja Love to say, hey, my son's not okay. They were gracious to me. Guys, I had to witness my son, where he has to bath twice a day, put cream on his body, take medication for the body eczema. It was so bad he had to cut his hair. So whoever told you that time heals, they lied to you. I'm seeing with us, it's just the two of us, that time makes it louder, because you're carrying this love that is so displaced, you don't know where to take it. I've got love for my son, and the love for my daughter is so displaced, you don't know where to take it, because with her, I can't see her anymore, I can't touch her anymore. But my son deserves a happy version of me. So you're dealing with usihle that breaks down when the son is sleeping. Yeah, sometimes I'll break down in front of him when I have no power over it. But most of the time I try to give him the happy version of me because he deserves that. My son was triggered when he saw the story of Jaden Lee. And he just cried. He said, "Mommy, why are other mothers killing their own children? And God allows it." And us who still needed my daughter, his sister, a rare disease that we knew nothing about, took her away. This video is just to say, as mothers, we need to stand up and arise and pray for our children. We need to stand up and arise and protect our children. We need to stand up and arise and speak for Jaden Lee. We need to speak for all the kids that have been killed at the hands of their parents, or human trafficked at the hands of their parents. Jocelyn Smith, she was sold for her body parts. That's when you see ukuthi uNkulunkulu ayingempela impilo is not fair. Ngempela moya engcwele impilo is not fair because impilo is not fair. So I want to say condolences to the family of Jaden Lee. May God heal you. I don't know how Jaden Lee's mom will sleep. I don't know how she lives with herself. But may she be tortured. May she go through an emotionally torturing stage that is unimaginable for what she's done to that little boy. Diary of a Grieving Mom. We are mothers, we are grieving. We're going through a lot. We are going through a lot, guys. Grief is messy. Grief is messy. Don't look at me and think, she's okay. No, I took my pills. I took my happy pills. Maybe that's why I'm able to contain or in control of me crying or whatever, but I took my happy pills. But there are days when I just don't take them because I want to feel it cold turkey. Diary of a Grieving Mother. Mothers, when God gave us the womb, He gave us that womb because He trusted us. Because the womb is the one that is able to receive the semen from the man. The womb is a safety place that God has placed within us where we are able, God trusted us that semen will be able to germinate and turn into bones within our bodies. God trusted us that we'd be able to push life into this earth from our bodies. But we are the very people that take this life away. May God forgive us. To all mothers who've lost children, to all mothers who are on our group of Diary of a Grieving Mom, to all fathers who've lost children, I'm sorry. Condolences. I pray that God heals everything concerning you. May God heal every single thing concerning you. May the burden of your grief, I don't know if I should say be lighter, but may the burden of your grief, may God give you grace that you're able to walk through it and maneuver through it. Grief is nasty. You lose people, you lose friends, you lose everything. And that's your time where God says, it's me and you now. It's me and you now. And ngapha you've got a psychiatrist, ngapha you've got medication. But you just say, Lord, make me whole again. Make me whole again. I had to say, God, you gave me full 10 years of my daughter's life. She lived a full life. And I guess when one of your angels went on retirement, you looked down on earth and you saw that she's the most perfect one that can come and replace the angel that went on retirement. And she accepted a promotional post to be an angel. As painful as it is that I can't touch her, that I'm missing her milestones, I feel robbed of the milestones. I choose to trust you, God, and I choose to trust the process. This was just to say justice for Jaden Lee, justice for all the kids who passed on prematurely at the hands of their parents or at the hands of anyone out there. Oh. Those with ears, let them hear. Those with ears, let them hear. Good night and God